Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Marketing TV. I'm Dan D, and thanks again for tuning in to Making Beats with FL Studio. And today I'll be going through some electro house, and this is going to be a very intricate electro kind of rhythm, and which would be very hard, just by listening to electro music and trying to duplicate it. But I'm gonna show you guys a very easy way of creating some intricate, or otherwise known as hardcore electro house. Okay, alright, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is create some drums. It will help you create a foundation for your electro. This is what I came up with, and this is what it consists of. So I have my kick. I'm using Addictive Drums here, and it's just a regular kick, right? I also have, I believe this is my clap, right? And then I also have a snare, a little bit of a more full clap snare kind of thing going on, and I have a loop here for my top ends, right? Just consists of shakers. I was just really lazy, that's all. And yeah, you just want to start off with a housey kind of beat. The next thing is you want to come up with some sort of chord progression. This is the easiest way to start your electro. Now, this is very basic. Very easy pattern. Alright, just a bunch of triads. And I'm just using Harmor. And just call it Blur Unison. This is just a preset that you can find on here, and there's a whole bunch to choose from. Now you're gonna need a VST that has a whole bunch of plugins and effects that come with it. For instance, Effectrix or Tornado would do, and this is kind of what it would sound like after. Right. I also have a whole bunch of patterns there. This is Effectrix. It's just a sequence of FX, and I have some loops, some scratch loops. I have some tonal delays. I have a bit crusher, some phasers, choruses, delays, reverbs, a whole bunch of cool stuff. And you can just configure it, whatever you like. I have multiple patterns here. This is another style, another type. Right, so you can see what this does, and you just want to, as this plays, as the song position line kind of goes around, you just want to place a whole bunch of stuff in there. You can also change the tempo of this. Right, so that's basically how you create intricate electro house. Then you can also move on to that main melody line here. I'm just using Harmor again, just a hard lead. This is all presets. I believe in the future I'll be making some presets for all you guys out there to download for free. And then this is what a chorus would sound like. Now, I don't have a bass line in here, but there's no rules. Just if you don't want a bass line, don't put one. If it sounds better without it, go ahead. A great way to move on from a chorus, which would probably sound kind of like this, right? Going into something danceable. A great way to have a transition in between that is some looping. Now I've created some automation here for Tornado to kind of loop my overall project. So if I put this here in this spot before it goes into this section here, it will sound pretty cool. Let's give it a try. Now I can just throw in whatever here and I'll just start looping it. Put in some drums. I'll put in some Effectrix chords and the Effectrix main melody. Actually, not the main one. I'll just do kind of something like that. So this is what it would sound like now. Right, you get the idea. You can throw in whatever actually in here. You can put shakers to give it more, you know, spice to it. This is Tornado. I put it on my master. And it's just automated here. As you can see, it's going to different parts of the knob. Another great thing you could do is automate a filter. Let me just throw that on top of the master real quick. Just bring in any filter that you have, and you know, it doesn't matter what DAW you're using. This is a great one in FL. I'll turn up my resonance and then turn down my high pass, just the low pass, and then we'll control and automate the cutoff frequency. So when it comes to this looping section, I'm gonna leave it here. Can slowly go up on the cutoff frequency. Right. Leave it somewhere low at the beginning. Just great for some, you know, hype in each song. It's good to have a lot of variation and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's basically how you make the electro house style. It's really simple. Just take a few chords and then mash it up with an effects tool. Again, anything that has more than one effect in it. For instance, Effectrix, that has a whole bunch of looping, stretching, crushing, and a whole bunch of filters, reverbs, and stuff like that. A whole bunch of stuff just to make everything easier, right? Because to do this manually would take a very long time and a lot of automation. Alright, so guys, I'm Dan D. Thank you for tuning in to Making Beats with FL Studio and this electro house edition. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to create percussion with reverb. For instance, if you guys haven't heard it, I'm going to just mute everything and just listen to my main line here. So essentially, I'm using my reverb off of that main lead and turning it into a waka waka waka, ticka ticka kind of thing. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.